Hey guys, welcome back to another Locs video. If this is your first time coming across my content, my name is Kenyana. Welcome. So today we're going to be celebrating my 2-year Locs anniversary. I'm so excited, you guys. It's been 2 long years, but we have made it. I don't know why I'm trying to sit here and make it seem like this was a life or death situation, but I did experience the ugly stage. Some people like to lie and say there's no such thing as an ugly stage. You're not admitting the truth to yourself. When I started my Locs back in May of 2020, this was right after the pandemic started. We were social distancing and I was going to not be seeing people face to face. I started my Locs in May of 2020 with 2 strand twists. I didn't necessarily follow a specific grid pattern. I just parted my hair and I went to work. Initially started off with about 86 locks. Since then, I had to comb out 2 on my edges. I have traction alopecia on my hairline. So with me having really thin edges, the locks were basically hanging on by strands. So now I have 84 locks. I have been seeing amazing growth in my hairline since I started using the oil. I will be showing you guys month 1 all the way up to year 2. I will be showing you guys some progression photos. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that because they will be later on in the video. I want to talk about how to maintain your retwist. In year 1, I could never maintain my retwist for longer than a week. Why is my retwist not lasting longer than a week? And this goes back to the whole, you need to limit the products going on your locks. I know some people may think that using products on your hair causes buildup. That may be true to an extent. In limited amounts, I do not feel like it's that much of a difference. So if you did have some buildup, you are able to just do apple cider vinegar and baking soda. I use shampoo, I use conditioner. Like sometimes I use my retwist cream. Am I saying that I use this retwist cream every single time that I retwist? No. Now I like the smell, I like the consistency, and I like the hold that it does give me. So sometimes I do use it. I do not use gels, but I do use an edge control sometimes. The edge control was used so that I can clean up my parts and slick down the edges that I do have. Not that it's much, but the little bit that I do have. So it's okay for you to use products. You don't have to automatically just sit here and listen to everything people saying because every set of locks are different. Every person is different. What works for my hair may not work for yours, and what works for yours may not work for mine. Yes, it's okay for you to use products and it's okay for you to experiment with products. I used beeswax in the beginning of my lock journey and it definitely caused some buildup, but now I don't use it. I just use the chocolate roots retwist cream and I use the Amla oil and I use aloe vera juice and glycerin with my retwist. Personally, I feel like oil and water is just not gonna cut it all the time. They want their edges to be laid. There's nothing wrong with it. They're just their preference. Year 2, I have been more strict when it comes to my hair care regimen. I'm just overall taking care of my hair better than I was in year 1 because year 1, I was learning my locks. During my ugly stage, I'm gonna be honest, I was avoiding the camera. I did not feel up to par with the way that I was looking because my hair was bunching, it was shrinking. I was not expecting my hair to shrink so much. I started off with a decent amount of hair. When my hair actually started to bud, my hair started to shrink and I was just caught off guard. How did I start off with a certain length of hair and now my hair is like up to my ears? I did find that wearing makeup, earrings, jewelry made me feel more secure as a woman. It was just hard for me because I just felt like I looked so masculine with these locks. It was a learning process for me. Now I feel more set in my feminine ways with my locks. I was able to relearn myself and I was actually able to do some inner self-healing. My hair was forcing me to accept myself for who I was without having to try to sit here and change myself to fit someone else's image of how I should look. I do like to wear scarves to bed. I just have this African print cloth. It helps to maintain your retwist. Nobody likes their retwist to look dusty. Now you also want to make sure that you limit the moisture right after you get a retwist because you don't want to just go and soak your head full of liquid. Your retwist is unraveling because when you have too much oil or you have too much liquid, so you do want to be careful and limit the amount that you are putting in your hair. I have been doing a little bit more locksmithing on my hair. There was not a lot of locksmithing going on in year 1. I'm catching myself having to wrap the loose hair back into each lock. Another way that you can maintain your retwist is by a style. So right after you get your retwist, you go and get your hair styled. You want to be careful with wearing updos. I was always wearing a top bun with like the back down. That's when I started to realize that my edges were thinning. And if I do like a top knot or something, Like, it's very loose. My eyes are already tight and I'm not trying to make them any tighter. I'm just gonna avoid that. Nobody has time to be dealing with no hairline. I have traction alopecia. I've had this since childhood. It's been a very long road of me dealing with this. I did go to the dermatologist. I did get some help, and I have been using the Curly Proverbs oil to grow my hair. Just be a little bit more careful when it comes to the products that you are putting on your locks. Personally, I love seeing all the ways that people can adorn their locks. You can use lock jewelry, lock sprinkles, which is the cute little sprinkles they add to the ends of their lock. You can do cowrie shell, which is what I did, and you can also do beads. Locks have been all the rave lately these past few months. There's so many people who have been locking their hair. Locks are a lifestyle. Nobody has time to be dealing with their hair. You spend a whole bunch of money trying to get their hair did. With the locks, I'm able to now have more time to focus on myself. So locks can be sexy. Locks can be professional. Locks can be classy. Having locks does not limit the hairstyles that you can have. I have had braids, twists. I've worn wigs over my locks. It actually grinds my gears a little bit when people just automatically assume, oh, well, since you have locks, you cannot do anything else. And I'm just like, listen, like, these locks not holding nothing back. Because you can still be able to do hairstyles and you can still switch up your looks. This is the sign that you need. Now you got it. Go lock your hair. If nobody else has told you, it's time for you to go get them locks. Like, go ahead and do it. Here too, I have been more adamant about sticking to my hair care regimen. Maybe I can learn something from you. Maybe you can learn something from me. We can grow as we learn. Is that how they say it? Or is it learn as we grow? I do like to wear lock socks to bed. It looks like a tube top to me. It looks like a cute little tube top. But wearing my lock sock to bed also helps me to maintain my retwist. So that's the end of my 2-year lock update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you guys are updated whenever I post more lock videos.